Okay, good evening, everyone. Something strange is happening here. If you can hear me,
Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its ashes, embodying renewal, strength, and transformation. This year, the Phoenix Gate Group has channeled its spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals worldwide. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, founder and lead coach, we have soared to new heights. Let's take a moment to celebrate the achievements, milestones, and impact of this past 4 months. In just 4 months, Phoenix Gate has strengthened its professional network of nearly 1,000 members. Together, we have reached over 30,000 professionals in the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. From LinkedIn sessions that drew nearly 1,000 attendees weekly to live events attended by 16,000 individuals, our reach and influence have been extraordinary. The hard work and dedication of the Phoenix Gate team have not gone unnoticed. This year, our community was honored with a prestigious Social Impact Award of the Year and recognized as the most impactful community of the year. These accolades reflect our unwavering commitment to driving positive change across global communities. Beyond career development, Phoenix Gate has made significant strides in public health. Collaborating with international and non-governmental organizations, we have led impactful medical campaigns and health education programs. The expertise of Dr. Magnus as a public health expert and Scrum Master has been instrumental in these successes. Are you struggling with your online visibility? Have you ever imagined that you could be a commanding influence and established as a thought leader in your industry? Are you focused or under pressure about an uncertain career future? How about landing your dream job opportunities? At Phoenix Gate, we have reached over 30,000 professionals and business leaders all over the world, breeding thought leadership, global visibility, and excellence. We support, train, and set you on our platform to shine while showcasing your expertise to the world. As we reflect on this incredible journey, we are filled with gratitude of our members, partners, and supporters who have made this achievement possible. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network, it's a thriving community committed to growth. Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its ashes, embodying renewal, strength, and transformation. This year, the Phoenix Gate Group has channeled its spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals worldwide. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, founder and lead coach, we have soared to new heights. Let's take a moment to celebrate the achievements, milestones, and impact of this past 4 months. In just 4 months, Phoenix Gate has strengthened its professional network of nearly 1,000 members. Together, we have reached over 30,000 professionals in the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. From LinkedIn sessions that drew nearly 1,000 attendees weekly to live events attended by 16,000 individuals, our reach and influence have been extraordinary. The hard work and dedication of the Phoenix Gate team have not gone unnoticed. This year, our community was honored with a prestigious Social Impact Award of the Year and recognized as the most impactful community of the year. These accolades reflect our unwavering commitment to driving positive change.
hi everyone. How you doing? Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I am super excited today. I don't know if you're currently in on this live and you can hear me super crystal clear. Please help me just type crystal clear. Okay, so crystal clear should be CC, right? So we're going to be doing a whole lot of coding in this live session today. Thank you so much for taking out time to come celebrate with our amazing students. So if you can hear me clearly, say crystal clear. Oh, I can see Rafati. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well. I can see our amiable Samuel. Yes. So if you're currently on this call, like we said, our manner is we always like to spotlight every single person who has come so that anytime anybody is going to be watching this video, they're going to see you all out there. Today, I'm super, super excited. I can see that all over again. It's a very special moment for my community, and for me, I had to take it up on myself because I know that generally I'm not super big on that. So we've done several cohorts before, but then this cohort seems to be super different and exciting. So they insisted that we needed to come out and show the world what we got. And guess what? It wasn't super easy. First of all, I'm going to apologize for us breaking your time because initially it was supposed to be 7 p.m. GMT plus one. And I know it might have affected a whole lot of things. I had quite some technical issues that I needed to fix before coming on live. But then I'm super grateful to see people all around and doing amazing with me here as well. I am all elated. So today we're going to be celebrating some amazing men and women who have passed through our exciting community. And for me, it's always excitement all the way. Every single time I have an opportunity to come into your houses, into your homes, I am forever excited. So I'm really looking forward to of course, all the amazing shares that are going to be going on tonight. So I'm going to be finding out. So if you're currently on the backstage, grad ones, please, I want to be sure that you're here on live and when we'll be requesting you to start your conversations. Because today I actually wanted it to be more like a round table in the sense that we have the entire community literally speaking and laughing at the same time. Pretty much we have less time to work with, but then I'm grateful for everybody who decided to stop by despite the change of time. Well, like I said, this was super impromptu for me, but I love it, right? I'll say that again. I love it. And for everybody who was able to sympathize with me on Sunday, you know what happened with my devices and all that. Well, I think you can see a lot of changes in my background as well. Yes, I went all out again. So every single setback is an opportunity for a major comeback. And for me, I'm super excited. And then guess what? In all this excitement, I have you, and you. So I'm going to go right into the conversations. And everybody who is currently on live, as our manner is, please, if you are here and then you are hoping that you're going to get some opportunities or you really want to introduce yourself, please go ahead and just introduce yourself in the comment section. And I'm going to be reading that out. Like I said, you can actually come back to this video and take up those conversations and post it somewhere. Yes, Dr. Vivian was able to read out what you do, who you are. Yes, it could even serve as some form of an introduction for your portfolio as well. So I'm going to be giving everybody who is currently here on live with me, okay, an opportunity. Please make it a little bit simpler and shorter so that it wouldn't be a little bit more of a story thing, so that it doesn't take much time. But then, Samuel, I can see that you're already doing something amazing. But then, like I said, this is what I love to do. I want to converse with everybody who is currently on this live with me because I believe that literally you are actually what you decide, right? When it comes to your career, your business, your financial life. In fact, when it comes to you going up the ladder financially as well. Of course, like we said on Sunday, we're going to be doing the different levels of finance. We're going to find out where everybody is. And then hopefully, like I said in the conversation that I had set up, I said one of the things we're going to do for Sunday is that we're going to get a lot of founders who will be looking forward to employ people to come on board. So if you're currently here, please do well to show up on the live on Sunday because, like I said, we're going to be bringing MDs. I really look forward to getting them on board so that conversations, some people who will literally come on live will literally get jobs as they leave. So like we said, on Sunday, we're going to be introducing how to get global remote jobs, as well as we're going to also have an opportunity. Yes, we're going to have an opportunity as well to introduce every single person who will be looking forward for an opportunity. Like I said, for me, these are my life and my times. This is exactly what I live for. I want to make it easier for you. And then I want to show that prosperity is not tough. It's just something you decide. Okay, so your money language, your money vibes, your money vision is a decision away from you. And guess what? That's why we are called the Phoenix Gate. It means that this is a gate where people literally rise. And I've told you guys, commit to us Sunday every week. We're going to change your life forever. Just take it from me and cash out, right? And then for all those who are aware of our boot camp, like we said, we're already onboarding already as well. We look forward to having as many people who will decide to come on board as well with us. Like we said, we always have room. I said this rooms is big enough to take 1 million person. I don't think LinkedIn should shut down if we have about 1 million persons come into this room. So we're going to be taking a moment. I'm going to take my time to introduce everybody who is currently on the comment section, and then everybody who is backstage, please do well to let me know once you're ready. I would want you camera ready. Once your camera ready, you turn on your camera. That's how I know that it's a cue from you that you're ready to come and then share your journey as well. So if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Dr. Vivian Magnus. I am the founder of the Phoenix Gates Group. Yes, the Phoenix, everybody knows the Phoenix, just as our introduction says, the mythical bird that learns to rise. And for me, that's literally my life. For some people, well, now I probably tend to push my passion in a particular direction every time I come on live. So if you're a nursing mom here, you're a younger woman who seem to have lost some form of direction and you're wondering, can you live above those kids? Well, you're welcome to a twin mom and another toddler, and who has the best support in the world. I'm talking about family and my husband, as well as men, as as much as many other things. I don't know. Every time I think about my husband, I get super emotional. So I'm sorry, guys. I have to say this here on live. But then I said, you won't see me here if I really don't have enough support. So tonight, we're going to be going straight into the conversations. Like I said, I'm always excited to have everybody on board and to celebrate as well. Well, our manner is, well, what would you say our manner is? Our manner is what our grad ones want, right? So this is the first time we're going to be celebrating a graduation officially. And guess what? It was the cohort members that requested for it. And I was like, why not? Why not? Okay, guys. So I'm going to be going straight into the comment session now. And I'm going to be introducing everybody who's currently on the call with me. So I'm going to give you another opportunity. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say CC so that I know that I need to move straight into the next conversations. So you heard me again. If you're meeting me for the first time, this is Dr. Vivian Magnus, and I'm super excited to have you here on board, right? Super excited. And like I said, there's nothing we won't do for you guys. So this is me also apologizing for Facebook. I think Facebook does not take a change in time. So while I was trying to make that change, I had to delete it because this life wouldn't go on if that event wasn't changed. But then thank you so much, everyone. I can see people from YouTube as well joining in. I am super excited. So yes, oh, this is a whole lot. So that will be, sorry, I'm so sorry, Samuel. You might need to do something a little bit briefer because that will literally close up my face, and I don't think that would be lovely for the camera in terms of probably taking some shots and all that. So I'm going right into Cyber Hajia. Cyber Hajia says, I am Miriam Ali, who is cyber security specialist and also a certified virtual assistant. That's so lovely. You're welcome on board. And then it's so lovely to always see you. Cyber Hajia has a hijabi, yes, always has a way of showing up and supporting the community. I want to just say that I honor you and thank you for consistently being you. Okay, so I can see Tim. Okay, so this they are all on YouTube right now. I can see Dr. Temi as well. You're currently backstage. So please, everyone who is backstage, I think we're ready. I like I said, I'm not, my plan is not to probably truncate the celebration. My plan is to let everyone who has always looked up to celebrate as well. So I'm going to be spotlighting. Okay, so this is Ifeanyi, and she's celebrating, so I guess that's what it is. Then Cyber Hijabi as well, confirming that she can hear me. So other than that, I would want to say thank you. So while I'm waiting on our speakers for the night on the backstage, I would just want to probably give everybody a glimpse of what's going to be happening on live on Sunday. So like I said, please go on to the original post for Sunday, and one of the first things you're going to do is please just help us go ahead and just tag all the companies, all your dream companies, yes, on the comment section. That's what we want to do. We really have barely 5 days to reach out to as many companies as we can bring on board. And then if you're on this live and you're hearing me now and your company is looking forward to hiring, please, we're going to be reaching out to you. Just do what, send me a DM, as well as leave a comment on the comment section as well. Or if you're currently a hiring manager as well, I am calling you guys on, every single person who is currently on this live with me, to do well, to show up. Okay, so And then that's essentially what we're going to be doing on Sunday. So if you are here and you're hoping to get job opportunities, like I said, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to literally come up with you might need to send me a message, a DM, so that I can prepare you. Yes, and it's possible. Once our topic for the day is over, which is how to get global remote jobs, one of the first things we want to do is to bring on people who probably will pitch. Yes, so I'm looking forward that if you're looking forward to as well pitch, yes, for a job opportunity on Sunday, one of the things you're going to help me do as well is just help me send a DM so that we can prepare you. But then, of course, we're going to give priorities to Phoenix Kids members if we notice that there is a lot of queue coming up. And then we need to prepare you for your presentation as well, of course, because the goal is actually to give value as you get your opportunity. Now I'm super excited already. So if you are, for the people backstage, I know you can hear me now. I think we can cut to the chase because we don't really have much time to lose. Today we're not teaching anything. We just want to share about our journey. So if you're ready, kindly just turn on your videos because that is the only cue I have. That is the only cue I have. Okay, so if you're ready already, I'm going to be bringing you up. So like I said, our journey so far, 21 days was just like yesterday. And for me, I am always super excited to see people's lives transform. Yes, what were the things we were doing in camp? Okay, so I'm going to try out to say that the first week of camp, we literally met every single day. I don't know who would do that for you. You know, it was at that point I realized that, oh my goodness, I literally undercharged for this camp. But then, of course, I had made up my mind that it has to be excellence or nothing. Except these people get it or we don't do. So literally we had our several meetings, like you all know. We were able to incorporate YouTube challenge as well. Like we for our community, of course, we knew a few persons who were part of the masterclass as well, who were able to show up and do a lot of teachings for some of our members. That's I'm talking about the person of Dr. Nuella. But for the sake of the bootcamp, we just essentially went into YouTube, unbothered, and guess what? Part of the pegs of the camp as well was having people. Okay, while I'm still checking backstage, okay, I can see a few persons ready, so give me a moment. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing you up now. Anybody who is ready, just turn on your mic. That's my cue for bringing you up. For the Phoenix Kids, so maybe let me just offer some form of disclaimers. A lot of people who are going to be coming on live are going to be having an opportunity to host lives with us. Please just know that we do a lot of videos because at the end of the day, we still have to edit them and post them individually. So we're very pro video because we're not just using it for the live event. So for excellent leaders, students who are currently backstage, please do well to help me turn on your videos because that's the only cue I have to say that you're coming up. So, well, part of the pegs where we all learned how to do graphics, video creation, video editing, and literally that's what I spend my time doing these days. I'm sure some of you who probably would have noticed some deep in my impressions. I had to make up my mind. I told myself that this skill, I have to get it now, right? So I have to get all these ideas, videos, literally, you name it. Because guys, like we said, this is a creator economy. This is not that season where you should be joking with some of those skills. Of course, as you all know as well, we are currently hiring. The Phoenix Gate is currently hiring as well. So we talked about marketing assistants. We need marketing assistants. We also need videographers, video editors. We need community managers and then social media handlers, especially these first four. I'm hoping that most of our people. Okay, awesome, Josiah. Good to see you. So if you're currently on this live, please help us share. Let's get more people in. I knew that it was super impromptu for a lot of persons, and then our official events per week is every Sunday. But why not, right? If it's time to celebrate people, why not? Okay, so I'm still saying it again for the students backstage. Please, I'm going to be giving 3 more minutes. If you are ready and you can turn on mic, like I said, I wanted it a round table. So if you're on this live with me, I would want you to turn on your videos because that's the only cue I have, right? Okay, so I would want to add up everyone as what at once as well, so that we can just go ahead and share our journeys. So, but then I think I can see Rafa. Rafa, if you're ready and more stable with your video, you can let me know because. Now this is me. I'm busting her in public. Okay. So Josiah, you're new here. It's lovely to meet you. Kindly just introduce yourself in the comment section so we get to meet you as well. Today is going to be a very super short event. Like we said, We just want to celebrate a lot of persons. And then because we know that it will be possible for them as well to have an opportunity. Oh, yes, yes, Adoronke, I can see you. Yes, event coordinators. Yes, it was part of our list as well. I'm sure the way you really took it personal, I'm pretty aware that you filled the form, right? And guess what? Our events are every week. So we literally need coordinators. I have tried my best. I think I've been able to show people what excellence is. So I think it's now time for systems to take its course, right? So it's lovely to meet you as well, Aderonke. So let me put the spotlight on you. Okay, yes. So I can see Joseph as well. This is a perfect thing to do. Joseph is joining from Lagos and he's a graphic designer. So if you're currently on this call while I'm waiting for the celebrants to come on board, or to turn on their cameras, because they are literally lined up backstage and I'm not seeing any movement in that direction. And sincerely, I'm biased. I literally don't like not having videos on. Okay, because like we said, like we were discussing last week before the camera went off, we're talking about the five senses, and literally, as visible as you get, you are including one of the senses in your storytelling. So this is essentially me coming video again. So if you probably have not been seeing me, or you didn't know, or you probably thought my account was a bot, well, you're welcome to Dr. Vivian Magnus once again. Like I said, I am the founder, the lead coach, and the chief instructor for the bootcamp, and I'm looking forward to meet you all. So if you're currently on this call and on this live with me, please do well to turn on, introduce yourself in the comment section, and let's just go. So I'm gonna go right into the comment section and see all the people who have conversed so much so far. So I'm going to be asking everybody, have you all registered for the boot camp? Have you registered for the boot camp? Like I said, every single time you have an opportunity to show up for those boot camps or the masterclass, you give me an opportunity to literally pour my life. It was the most exciting season of my life. I don't know. I loved the combustion. I loved the weekly appearance. Like I said, our manner is we have decided that every week we're going to be showing up on Sunday, 5 p.m. GMT plus one. You can be sure that I'm business oriented in as much as I am a professional, right? When a medical doctor is interested in business, then you know that water don't pass Gary, right? So please not to bother if you're joining from other parts of the world. It just simply is an adage that says, well, is trying to probably prefer how important it is to go business about everything you're doing. So I think I can see some excellent persons already ready on the background. I'm going to be bringing you up, Rafa. For some reason, okay, I think you might have your camera sees. So let me bring up as many as I can bring up. Okay. So Tammy, you're welcome on board. You can unmute yourself. I think you're muted, so we can't hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Vivian Magnus. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Timi Afolabi, and there's so much to say about the Phoenix Gate community and, of course, my experience, my journey. But I would like to say that for me, I stalled a little bit making that decision, to join the community. And while I was still in between taking my journey seriously. And I got carried away. And then I found something very interesting online. So one of those days, I found someone I knew that was following Dr. Vivian. So I just reached out to the person. How's the journey been for you? And she said amazing things. But what stood out for me was the fact that I have a little bit of idea of how busy Dr. Vivian is. And I thought to myself, if she could, go this far, then it's very possible for me to excel on this journey. I love this community because I have learned leadership, I have learned impact, I have learned that being in a community is beyond just posting and engaging. I want to say that this is not my first community. I joined a community before, and they are not on the same level. They are not on the same level. We met for, like, Dr. Vivian was saying, for the first week, we met literally every day. And then she was constantly pouring into us and then doing all kinds of things. So, three C's that stood out for me in the community. Number one was consistency. I learned that when we say we are posting by 6 a.m., it's actually doable. So I learned that, okay, I need to set my alarm. I need to um prepare my post before time. I need to be very deliberate about it, and then I need to be excellent at what I'm doing. So that's for consistency. I also learned character, like in this community. There's something about being on LinkedIn, building a brand. Whether you like it or not, your character, your beliefs will definitely be showcased in whatever you are doing. So I learned time management, I learned empathy, I learned building with others, I learned leadership, I learned that it's not just about gaining followers, but it's about, impact and influence. Then the third thing that stood out for me is this whole spirit of being in a community. When you have a group of people that are passionate, that are go getters, that want you to succeed as much as you want to, that's the best place you can. That's the best place you can be. And for me, I was able to get that. Many times, even when you don't, when you just post because you have to post, like I don't know if you have been in that kind of spirit, but you find people that are in your DM encouraging you to say you can do this. Oh, we didn't see you last night. What happened? For me, that was one of the things that made me stick around. And I want to say that this is not just hearsay. For me, I've been able to get some practical results. So I got a speaking engagement on this platform. I want to say that Dr. Vivian shows you how to get the job done, and she gives you opportunities to get the job done. So you can see that she's saying, okay, we're having a job fair. Like, who does, like, who brings all of these opportunities your way? Like, it has been really amazing. Another thing that stood out for me was, one of those days I got a direct DM from an international company asking me to be one of their partners. And I was like, okay, amazing. One thing that Dr. Vivian has been saying was she doesn't want this boot camp to end without any of us earning or having remarkable results. And for me, I've been able to achieve these things. And then lastly, I've been motivated, like not just I've been motivated to the fact that I know that these things are doable. I know that I can build on LinkedIn. I have been able to improve. At least I've gotten over 200 extra followers. Mind you, when I joined LinkedIn, I abandoned it for 1 year, and within just 3 weeks, I got like more followers, more engagement. I've been able to learn a whole lot more. Graphics, we learned graphics, YouTubing, like making videos, all of these things just in 3 weeks. So imagine if you can, plunge in and practice all these things that you have or we have learned, then of course the sky is just a starting point. And for me, I'm really super excited. I already told Dr. Vivian I'm jumping on the next master class. I'm not leaving her alone. I'm holding her, and then I'm willing to practice all that I have learned. Just to cap it up, maybe you are a professional and you think that you are really busy, you're not able to do all of these things. I was speaking to Dr. Vivian some days ago, and one of the things that distracted me was I thought, okay, well, maybe this place is not for me. And then I came and found out that, well, a doctor like me is doing amazing things. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You can build on LinkedIn, you can find a way around it, and then it is really achievable. I want to say thank you to Dr. Vivian. Thank you to every member of the community, Aki, Chidima, Tolu. I don't want to mention all the names, but I can mention many, many names. It has been an amazing journey, and I look forward to, yes, Esther. Esther too has been really great. I look forward to more collaborations with every one of you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Amazing. I'm just super, super excited to hear all this. Totally, me, I'm super biased though, but then I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to see you stand out despite all your work schedule. I mean, you're in the full blocks of medical, like your medical professional, you're deep into it, and then you still show up. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. I don't even know if anybody understands that truly. You are really what you give your time or make out time to have. Then, of course, like we said, we have already started curating systems because, of course, my seasons are beginning to change as well. So I'm hoping that everybody, that's part of my leverage or what I do. I build in public everything I'm doing newly. I tell you guys. So I didn't add YouTube to the challenge because I was a YouTube expert. No. I just knew that it's one thing that we should all take advantage of, because LinkedIn is not paying anybody for staying hours. So for those engagement champions who will stay from morning to night engaging, YouTube is not paying any LinkedIn is not paying anybody for staying on their platform. But then of course, as you build expertise and then get used to the camera, which LinkedIn has given us, giving you thought, it's much more better that you also have an export place where your monies can literally come back to you. And that is why I'm also emphasizing YouTube as well for everybody. And I noticed that ever since I started the movement, literally all your faves, right, all across LinkedIn, everybody now is pushing their YouTube. And they cannot just open their mouth and say, oh, Dr. Vivian inspired them. Anyway, but then I'm so grateful, Dr. Temi. You are so amazing. Of course, we have, thank God you're joining the masterclass. So I'll tell you a lot of things you need to do. A lot of things you need to do. Doctors are leaving money on the table, right? And those who might be stepping out might be too busy to pay attention with some things that might make them stand out. So I'm hoping that you'll be our, I wouldn't want to say a proco doctor. That might be too extra, but then I'm still saying that you're going to be another excellent Dr. Timmy, both in content,
Yeah.
in personal branding, because you're a personal branding strategist. I wish you would just introduce yourself and what you do again, so that anybody who would
Okay.
want to work with you tonight can get the opportunity to work with you as well. The mic
Okay.
is
All right.
yours.
All right. Thank you. So my name is Temi Afolabi. I'm a medical doctor by profession. What I do is in brand strategy. Simply put, I bring your ideas to life. I give your brand a unique voice and tone. So maybe you want to start something and then you don't know how to go about it. I'm your go-to person. Or maybe you're already into branding and you want to redefine your voice. You have an idea, you want to bring it to life, and then everything just seems jumbled up in your head. I can help you with that. I have helped over 100 startups, do these things. So I have worked with different niches. So this is my terrain and I'm really good at it. I look forward to working with you. Thank you, everyone. I'm so grateful
Okay,
to
so
be here.
so Chidima is so excited about you. She said, "Yeah, Temi, so this is
Yeah,
your real face."
this is my new face.
So that's the beauty of
Thank
this
you. I'll go
celebration. So at
off
least we
now,
get
right?
to
Can
meet
I do
everybody.
that? Oh, I
Yes, okay,
should.
if you're super busy, but you can stay, please. Okay, so I can see Aki. Aki, you're supposed to be backstage. I don't know why you're celebrating outside. Okay, so Rafa, the mic is yours. You can tell us your journey. I see Rafa building on Facebook as well. She's provoking. Anyway, when we started the Phoenix Gate, that's one thing I told everybody, right? One of the things I will not take for granted is the fact that God sent me certain persons who further enacted or made me know that literally, yes, what we're doing, we're going to do it. But the week we started Phoenix Gate, part of the polls we opened was that we even opened polls for TikTok, for YouTube, for Facebook. And then for me, I decided that okay, it was going to be more like a migration thing for us. Let's get this LinkedIn thing done. So one of the things I did was I was 2,000 plus followers, like I told them, but I told them, let's move, guys. I know that a lot of people who claim to know LinkedIn very well are in their 12,000, 13,000, 14,000. But I told them leadership is one thing that will make you stand out. And literally everything that some people are actually struggling to start doing now, we did it like 5 months ago. And then, of course, I've seen how literally God can literally change our lives. From 2000, this is where we are. And then we're currently building on Facebook, on LinkedIn as well. Well, I've always had Facebook. For most people who grew up in Jos or schooled in Jos, whether you like it or not, Facebook is like something you have. When I checked out my Facebook, was it today? I was like 2011. My goodness. I'm supposed to be having 1 million followers. If I was a bit more intentional. But then, of course, like we said, we learn every day. We get the opportunity to learn, and every time God sends us people, like for the Phoenix Gate, I think one person that also further enacted or made me say, oh yes, it can be a proper direction was Dr. Noella. And then of course she ran her own masterclass as well. So for those people who want to sink into uh YouTube completely, like full blonde, well, you might want to reach out to her. But for us, whatever we're doing, like we said, we're doing graphics, we're doing your posting times, we're teaching you how to, of course, build your following. Well, on YouTube, if you want to build following, you can build following in 3 days. In fact, you can even have your 1,000 subscribers, but the question will be, will they buy into you? So the law of the buy-in, that's why it's very essential you grow, and your consistency is where your growth is. So I can see, ma'am, allow me heavens, ma, you have to come backstage. Oh, I don't know why a lot of you don't have your cameras on. Please, once your camera is on, I like I said, I want this to be a party. Everybody, I'm willing to take on all 37 of us. Okay, yes, I know that that StreamYard only allows for 10 for now. But then of course, like I said, I'm willing to add as many who are currently live. So the mic, I'm going to be going down to Rafa. Rafa is such an amazing person, amazing spiritual lady. I'm going to be giving you the mic right now. So the mic is yours, Rafa. Thank you so much for coming on board. Yes, she was a graduate from the masterclass. And so since I didn't give them this opportunity, so I was like, well, the boot campers, yes, but then of course the masterclass people as well should have an opportunity to share their journey as well as what they have learned so far. So the mic is yours, dear. Thank you so much for coming on board.
All right, so good evening, everyone. I'm checking if I can be heard.
Crystal clear, we can hear
Okay,
you.
okay. So lovely to be here. Thank you for this celebration. My name is Rafatu Salifu Adam. I'm a writer and a writing growth strategist. My passion is in helping writers grow their craft. So my journey with Dr. Vivian in the masterclass was simply amazing. I needed that the level of clarity, and I think she was the only person that could give me that level of clarity. Because what I knew for me was I knew my passion, I knew what I knew the skills I could offer, but I didn't know exactly how to go about it. I wasn't clear on that at all. So I needed guidance on it. Actually, the way I even got to hear about the master class was from my mentor. So my mentor, Pastor Deborah, she just chatted me up on WhatsApp and was like, she wants me to enter this master class, jump on it. And I was like, okay, just because you're a mentor, no problem. That was the only real reason, I went ahead to go with it. And yes, so we started with the master class, and she asked some questions. It started with a coaching call, and she asked some questions, and I started thinking and thinking about the way I want to go with my presence on LinkedIn, basically my entire brand. And I started to think deep. Then she started giving us assignments. So I really started to think deep about the way I wanted everything to go. So one of the highlights for me from the masterclass was the clarity you give me. I knew exactly, I knew about the gifts I have, the skills I have, and what to do to develop myself in that area, but I didn't know how to go about it. So, yes, but now we are growing, I'm building. I know exactly where I should go with this. I know that I want to help writers build their craft and be the best writers that they can be, not just to be writers, but to be writers who are making an impact in the world, to be writers who are helping other people in their own lives, making impact. So it has been so now that vision is so clear in my mind, and the masterclass gave me the tools I need to push forward in that direction and turn it into manifestation. So yes, that's one of my biggest highlights from the masterclass. I started my journey even on YouTube. YouTube, I've actually always dreamed of having a channel, because I'm always on YouTube. Anything I want to learn, I'll just go to YouTube. Before anything else, I'll go check on YouTube. What do people have to say about this or about that? And I get so much, insights just from binging on YouTube. So I've always had that idea. I would like to start my channel sometime, one day, that kind of thing. But I was always thinking, I need to have things in place. I want to have this kind of studio. I want to have, top tier cameras, this kind of microphone and all of that. But one of the things that Dr. Vivian helps me to understand is that
Okay, so I think she has frozen for a bit. I don't know. Can anybody else hear me so that I can pick it up notch?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. So I think she froze for a bit. Yes. So for me, I would always say step out the way you are. You can always make most of those changes as you come out. Well, one of the things I've also realized, the masterclass students actually literally they drain
Hello?
me. Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead. I think a call came in,
Okay.
right? Okay.
No, it was my network.
Okay, please go ahead. The mic is yours.
Okay. Yes. So she helps me understand that the difference between me and the people that I admire, the people I'm seeing doing, impactful things in the world, those people I envy or I'm jealous in. The difference between me and them is just implementation. The fact is just that they took action. So while I'm here trying to get everything in place, trying to, be perfect in my presentation and all of that, while I'm here waiting for camera to come first before I chook my leg and all of that, other people are taking action with what they have, you know. So that's why I'm even working on a webinar right now, and it will premiere on my YouTube channel. It's called Insights with Rafa. So just to help people understand what I finally understood, this idea of perfectionism that has kept so
Does
many
not
people.
exist. Yeah. Go
Yes,
ahead there. Mhm.
it has kept so many people, still like just staying there, immovable. You're waiting for something that is just not going to come just because you are there waiting for it. So the title of the webinar is perfectionism. I mean, excellence over perfectionism, helping people understand that as long as you have as long as you look at what you have and the message you are bringing is valuable, it's going to make an impact on people, just start with whatever it is you have available. So be excellent with the resources you have in your hands. So what exactly do you have? Even if you don't have the top cameras or whatever, or even if you're not even into content, whatever it is you want to do, just look at that thing that you have that you can use, and then start from there instead of waiting for this perfect idea, ideation of how this thing is supposed to be. No, don't wait for that. Just start with whatever it is you have on ground. So it's from her that I finally understood it. So instead of waiting for things to fall in place, I can actually just start with whatever it is I have on ground. And from there, we'll build. From there, we grow. As I'm making mistakes, I'm learning. I'm looking back. Okay, what did I do wrong here? How do I get better next time? And then I'm moving and I'm growing. How am I not going to succeed like that? That's the pathway to success. That's the pathway to real victory in life. So yes, this masterclass has been life changing, and I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm saying it this exact way it is for me. It has been life changing. Because of this masterclass, I see myself doing amazing things. Finally, the dreams that I've always been dreaming of, I can actually start working in them. I'm actually working in them now. Even if it's baby steps I'm taking, at least I'm finally taking steps. So yes, that's my journey with the masterclass.
Amazing. The masterclass students literally drained me. Every single 40 of them that passed through the masterclass, I had a one-on-one with every single person. What I mean by every single person who had, of course, had booked their time and kept to it. I literally had a one-on-one with them. So I know their stories. I know their literally everything. We can talk about Rafa. You didn't tell them about your community, so you don't want people who are into writing to join you from this night. So she has built a community on her own as well. Of course, most of them, they are more like my I don't know how to say, my thought leaders, my partners, any little thing they want to do something. They say, Dr. Vivian, I'm about to do this. So I think what's her name as well? What's her name now? Um Omotoyosi said, Dr. Vina, I want to do this. Literally down to maybe reading their content that they are going to use for their life events. Yes, I do all that. And I also train them on presentations, a few things, videography and all that. We're able to do all that in the masterclass. So for me, masterclasses were draining. I don't even know if I dread that masterclass. I don't know how to say it. So well, I'm very lucky that this particular cohort, the people that have been paying for it have been paying for private. So I feel like I'm gonna be super more rested than having to chase everybody like literally up and down. I'm even almost thinking about it because I literally gave everybody my cheat sheets. Everybody. So if you see anybody who is pushing now on LinkedIn, literally must have had something to do with me or passed through the masterclass. You can hear their names, the Rafas, the Motoyosi, literally all the people who are pushing with communities, hospitals and the rest. They were all had an opportunity to pass through the masterclass, and I did not hold back. Of course, for me, I don't know if I'm holding back. The question is for what? And I keep telling everybody in the boot camp as well. Hold everybody whom you've been able to pass through this boot camp with as your family, because in the end, right? It's just this relationship that we've built, because money will always come and go. Money is water, right? Like my tribe will always say it. So it literally means that all you have is actually those people who have decided to buy into your dreams, had conversations with you, shared those moments with. And I don't know, I'm very emotional. Most of today, I was just, I don't know. I can't, well, generally, like I said, I probably won't push for this event on on a regular day. I would not, because I even said it on live last week or last 2 weeks. I told them outrightly that, well, okay, my people are going to be graduating. I think it was last 2 weeks that the masterclass graduated. So I was telling them that I don't think that there's any need for events like this, because Kai, I really don't want to push what we regularly do. Our community already comes out weekly. So I found a way to ensure that the people who are part of the community at least speak here and there. But then I realized that this is actually very needed, because today, I don't know, even now, I think my eyes are filled with tears. I don't know why, but I was just super emotional today. But then I'm very grateful to have had, I don't know, people buy into me, because all you guys did was buy into me. I know lots of people who probably would have looked at my followers and said, this one. But then, of course, like we said, that's why it's important to win in every place you are, so that when you come to a new place, literally, like we said, energy can only be transferred from one form to the other. It cannot be destroyed. So if you've won countlessly in whatever you're doing out there at home, it will be easier for you to reproduce it right on any platform at all. And I'm so excited, Rafa. I hope to see you literally shine everywhere, everywhere. It's my pride when people are doing well, right? It's always my pride, and that's why we are sharing in, we're building in public. We're not hiding. That's why our events are weekly outside. Okay, that is why anybody who wants to learn from us can actually just learn. Make all the changes you want to make. Do your build your personal brand, every single thing. That's what we're pushing. We want everybody to get it right, like we say, because we are putting in so much in these programs. That is why, like I said, I knew that I wasn't going to charge what every normal person is charging out there. They know why they are charging. Some people charge very low, and then they only just meet with their participant maybe once a week, or find ways to just drop their nuggets here and there. But no, for me, I'm pretty much interested in meeting everybody, knowing people, stay hearing them talk. And like I said, the more we break the facade beyond the 2Ds into the 3Ds, it always has a way of making people bond. And for me, that's what I look up to. I love the way Dr. Temi called all the names of everybody who were in the cohorts with her. So it literally means that people are paying attention. And for me, that's one thing I want for every single person who is in the Phoenix Gate and who are members, that they consistently build together, right? Build together. So I'm going to be looking backstage again. I can see Esther. I can see Latifa. Latifa, if you're ready, I saw you outside. This is pretty much morning for them in the US. But I don't know if you're ready to talk now. Esther, if you're ready to talk, just give me a sign here. Let me go right back into the comment section and see what is going on there. So if you have been with us so far and you have been able to gain something, I would want you to just probably drop some congratulatory message for all of them. Also, you can just share your journey so far on LinkedIn. And then if you have also bought into our was a boot camp or the masterclass, like I said, I think I'm going to go and I'll remove the general class from the masterclass, because I'm not sure I have as much time as I had um when the other cohorts were on board. Anyway, one thing I'm going to do is, if I'm able to conclude those employments before the weekend, of course, I'll ensure that the masterclass as well will. If I'm able to conclude before the weekend, I'll ensure that the masterclass will go on. But once I get my employment ready, I'll be able to push that, because I want as many systems as possible, because we want people implementing, not just giving them ideas here and there. Okay, so I'm going to be giving Rafa. I think your video is a bit not in the regular way. Once you correct that, I'll bring you right up. Okay, so Jane is on this call. Thank you so much, Jane. Although, have you registered for the bootcamp or the masterclass? So if you are currently on this call and then you are you have registered, just type R. Let's just see how many persons have been how many persons are currently a part of our cohort. So I'm going to look right back into the back end. Okay, so Esther is ready. Esther, so good to see you. I'm bringing you up right now if you are comfortable. Are you ready? If you're ready, just give me a nod. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Esther. So good to see you. The mic is yours.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Crystal clear.
Wow, finally. Thought I won't be able- I've been checking,
Yes.
I checking, I checking to be sure I will be able to talk. Thank God. So for me, this boot camp has been so stretching for me. Like I thought I won't be able to pull through, but from the beginning to the end, I was able to do it. Because for me, YouTube has always been something I always wanted to do, but I've always had the idea, but never knew how to go about it. So when I saw the boot camp stuff, so I just decided, okay, let me do it. I didn't even understand what I was going to do. It's not like I had any special gadget to use or anything, but I just knew that I needed the right information to get started, and the boot camp did that for me. So anytime you were asking how you always getting time to make all these videos, if you see the behind of the the behind the scene of those videos, they are hilarious. Because I'm always like, hey, Esther, do this, you can do this, you can do it, you can do this, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing, and I've always struggled to have a consistent posting time on LinkedIn, and this bootcamp already gave me a time. 'Cause I'm
Amazing.
always working towards that time. Anytime I wake up in the morning to start engaging before I post, I will see mommy showing me more already on my feed. I'll be like, ha, where were you when mama was posting?
We can hear you. You're clear. Okay. Did anything happen to your video? I think your video went out. Okay, let me just take you out for a moment. When you're ready, just let me know. Mommy show me more doesn't play at all, at all, at all, at all. Always consistent, always excellent. And for me, it's just super exciting. I rarely even sleep. So most times those mornings, 5 to 6 is usually the regular family devotion we have. I literally fight. In fact, I fight to stay awake for most of our devotions. Of course, I had to start taking caution to sleep a little bit earlier because of my family devotions. Because at some point it was like it was going to suffer. So most times that 6 I would have been online. Yes, Omolade, you need to come backstage. Omolade is getting married this Saturday. Hey God, my tomorrow's
Woo!
post, our Phoenix.
Aw.
Omolade, please come backstage. I don't know if they're going to allow you. I know they want you to rest. Please come on backstage. We have a community wedding. Please, I hope that all of us are going to post about it tomorrow. Yes, we have a community wedding. Oh God, and I had already even scheduled the post for tomorrow. We have a community wedding, guys. Omolade, please come right back up. Come, please come to the backstage. I really want you to. We want the bridal blessing. Yes, let me put it up. Please, if you're on this live, I don't know what you're doing on LinkedIn. Please come backstage. Check our chat. Yes, we have a community. Let me put it up. Check our chats so that you can come behind. Check the group. I don't know. I was not able to. I think my phone is switched off. That's why I wasn't able to do some reminding for the community. I'm going to do that in a bit, even though we're soon going to be rounding. We still have 30 more minutes, yes. But okay, Esther, are you still there? Esther is super amazing. I don't know her videos. If you're currently having issues with your SEOs, please always check out her LinkedIn post as well. She's super amazing. I would want her to come to the masterclass. There are certain things I would want her to do. I just not had the bootcamp was super easy for me to just talk about implementation and of course positioning. But the masterclass is actually where the money is. That's why literally I said, in fact, after this night, I'm going to go and change everything on that masterclass because I literally give people millions free of charge on that masterclass, millions. And it's, I don't know how to say it, infallible proofs. Infallible proofs. every single person who has implemented, because money is easy. I'll say it again. I used to tell people money is easy. The question is, can you pay the price? And then if you cannot pay the price, do you have the systems to handle it? Okay, so you're back to me. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to be Esther. If you can hear me and you can see me as well, please come on backstage. Then Omolade also from our masterclass was able to start up her own community as well. Okay, no, she started her community right before we even can I remember where Omolade joined? Okay, I think it was the boot camp that she pushed, but then she started her community almost immediately. Okay, yes, she was one of the first persons, one of the few persons who joined literally when our community just started. I think was she on the first event flyer? Now I can't remember. But then she was one of those main persons whom I will always push, and we had some discussions. But then ultimately, she started her community, and they are all doing well. Omalade, if your husband and your siblings will allow you, because they actually seized her phone, no more LinkedIn, because she needs to focus because of the stress and all that. So please, if you can come on, we just want that bridal face. And please send us pictures, your wedding photos, your pre-wedding photos on in the group today. I'm gonna open that out. And please, I'm just asking everyone, right? All our grad ones, please indulge me. Let's post about it. Like I said, I already have my post for tomorrow, but I'm going to have to push it to tomorrow evening, and then let's make a shout around it. And then of course, if we can get her something, definitely money, cards, any single thing. For God's sake, to get married is not that, it's not as straight as people think it is, right? Especially if you want something really good. Anyway, everybody wants something really good. Both money after the wedding and money during the wedding, all is needed. So please, I look forward to us doing something as well. Okay, so I think Esther is back. Esther, let me bring you back up on stage. Okay, so the mic is yours if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
Crystal clear.
So I was talking about the posting time. Anytime I see mommy, she will be already, our post is already up, people already engaged. I'll be like, but we agreed on 6 a.m. Mama, why? Mama, why are you already here? And by the time we go to the group, we see everybody already have their post on, everybody's engaging. That's really be amazing. Throughout the whole bootcamp, every day I had new followers, people sending me connection requests. I'm like, where are you people? Where have you been? And I'm not just accepting anybody's connection request. I'm always checking to be sure, oh, I need these people in my network. It's really be amazing. I've been getting a lot of DMs about people wanting to improve their writing skills and all. Sometimes I'll be like, "Ah, can I do this?" Then I'll just remember Dr. Vivian saying, "You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table. Don't do that. Don't do that." Anytime I always feel like, people even listen to me when I want to post and all those things. But it's really be amazing, and the community also, it's from this bootcamp I got to know that mommy Okwe pharmacist Okwe graduated from the same pharmacy school I graduated from even before
Amazing.
I was even born. She was telling me on one of our posts. I was like, wow, 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 wow. It was really amazing. For my accountability partner, every other person I've met on the bootcamp is really amazing. And I think I sent one of my posts. I think my post on a bit 2 days ago that I got 3 new leads. Just this evening, I got another lead, and I'm like, what's going on? And
Okay.
everything, it was through my service page, and I was like, this service page has been there since. Where have you people been?
Yeah.
And it's really amazing. And Dr. Vivian, I'm going to be doing the master class.
Thank you so much. I look forward to all of you, millionaires, straight, because that's the place we should start from first. All of you, straight. And if you act as we're teaching, you're doing implementing as we are teaching, you will see it even before we graduate. You even see it in your first week, right? But then, of course, like I said, the most important thing is authenticity. How long it takes you to become one with whatever ideation or whatever it is that will be shared is still fine. But in the end, like we're going to have a lot more of the recording. Thank God for StreamYard now. So, like I said, most of the things we're going to be doing is going to be going straight to YouTube and all that. The only thing I'm going to do is I'll unlist them so that other people will not watch them. But then the beautiful thing is, so that everybody gets to know that, okay, this is one of the things that they should be doing. And then, like I said, it's going to be super easy for you to come from. For me, the circle I would have preferred is from the masterclass to the bootcamp, from the masterclass to the bootcamp. But if it goes either way, it's still okay, because most times when you are coming out of the masterclass, you're already super branded, you already have community. So literally everybody who came out from masterclass now has a group of people that they are pushing, and then we shared skills of how to get people on board. Some of those things I can't say it on live, on my live, because I'm so sorry guys, even though I want everybody to do well, one of the things I've realized was that when people get your ideations, they will just run off with it. They, even thank you, they will not say. And then, of course, like I said, if I show up here
Yes.
consistently, there are people who are making sacrifices for it. They should be able to see. In fact, I should close my eyes and send my husband 10 million naira right now. And he's like, oh, lovely. And of course, like I told you guys, I think that's one of my New Year's posts. I said that we're building this year. So literally, I'm looking forward to be a 90% shareholder or whatever it is, a contributor to that. So, and that's why I want literally everybody to earn in that direction. I just want everybody to know that mindset, money is your mind, and money is not hard. Money is not hard. When your heart is out for people, when your heart is out to see people do well, to shine, to be effortless at what they do, all the monies in this world will come to you. Of course, like I said, I'm not saying that in the barrage of people who have come in, we've not had people who were who lacked contentment and all that, but it doesn't, you will move. So like we said, money is about lion heart, consistency, daring, right? But making sure that whatever it is that you're giving yourself to, there should be proportion. So your spiritual life is a very huge component. Like I'll still tell people, there's so much we can do without the spirit realm. Of course, how did you come here? If you're someone who's probably questioning God or wondering if there's God, the question is, how did you get here? You're questioning God, well, how did you get here? So you didn't make yourself. So that means there's someone really ruling in the affairs of men. So you pay attention to that. You pay attention to your soul so that you don't burn out. So every time everybody literally sees me excited, something is going on in my mind, I undergo a whole lot of meditation, a whole lot of cleansing. So a lot of persons who probably were in my space, who went and were saying negative things, I'll read it and I'll move, because that's what his sound mind gives you. It has a purge. Your spiritual life gives your soul some form of peace, and then your physical is that you pay attention to your money. You don't leave money on the table and spiritualize that. No, is that your money as well. When you get those ideations, those thoughts, those concepts, you pay attention to them, and you have take your money. Like I can see you on the comment session, but your video is not on. So if you want to come up, please let us know so that you can come on board as well. Okay, so Esther, you're back. So I'm going to be giving you your mic back. I think something happened, right? We lost you for a minute.
Oh, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I was talking about how I got new leads and how people have been coming asking me about how they can get better with their writing and all. It's really, really, really amazing. I was like, wow, this visibility I'm experiencing this right now, it's not what I actually thought of. And I think on it was this Saturday I celebrated having over 1,500 followers, and today I already crossed over to over 1,600,
My
and
goodness.
it's just amazing and amazing. I know that there are people out there that are listening to me that enjoy the content I'm putting out there, and I'm not just posting without anybody listening, just
Hmm.
posting blindly. It's really amazing. It's a community, and honestly, this community is one you want to be in. When Dr. Vivian always tells us, oh, we are not aiming for perfection, we are not aiming for perfection, just come as you are. I never knew that the camera of my phone can actually shoot those videos I've been shooting. When anytime I'm editing, I'm like, this is really my phone that shot these videos.
Yes.
And people have been engaging, and everybody's saying, oh, they learned something new and all those. It's really, 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 really amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody on the boot camp. Thank you to everybody. I'm so, 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 so happy. So
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on board as well. She was super diligent. Every her YouTube was always ready. So for some people who didn't know, our YouTube, we gave YouTube evening sessions, and then of course we paid attention to LinkedIn in the mornings. For me, in fact, at some point I started doing both. I started doing LinkedIn morning and night. In fact, YouTube, sometimes I'll post like 3 times. I'm like, God, this thing we have to get it right because I'm not interested. Guess I say you come on YouTube, you see people live streaming, they're just live streaming anything. I'm telling you the truth, anything just to grow. And then somebody was like, you come, you see someone will put a loop. Do you know what a loop is? Like a loop video of 5 seconds. So you see somebody cutting onions, cutting onions over and over again. And those are the things that grow their accounts. Of course, like I said, if you want to grow your account to about 1,000 followers, you can do it in less than 3 days. But the problem is that you attract people who are not interested in what you serve. So the challenge will now be as well your watch hours. So you have people having um subscribers in hundreds of thousands, and then they post, you have just 5 views. So like I told you guys, the similarity between YouTube and LinkedIn as well. So that's why we actually want to take our time to grow. So currently this life is on YouTube as well. So I think Pharmacist Tolu is ready. Let me bring her up. Hello, pharmacist. Wait, oh, what is going on? There are lots. Do you know on this today we have pharmacists and doctors? What is going on in this community?
I don't
What is
know.
going on?
Oh my
What is
goodness.
going on in this community? Like we have all doctors of Rafa. What did you read in school? Public health, right?
Mass communication.
Okay, mass communication. But you're doing your masters, right?
No, I'm about to.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. So I'm going to be giving the mic. Okay, so it's just Rafa that is not a science student here. Okay, so pharmacist Tolu, the mic is yours. Thank you so much for coming on board.
Wow, thank you so much. Dr. Vivian, the powerhouse, the Dr. Ginger herself. I experienced Dr. Ginger this year back to back. Hey, oh my goodness. I kept asking myself over and again, I said, who sent you? When I saw, I don't know, I saw someone's post a video, asking herself who sent her. I could just relate. Who sent me? Who sent me? What is this? In fact, I even broke down at a point, well, not broke down, but my health suffered a bit because I did not anticipate it. It's one thing if you are planning to go for a boot camp, you pack your bags, you start working out, you'll be fitter. When she said boot camp, in my head I'm like, boot camp, that's like a challenge. I was not. Hey, it was a boot camp. It was. There were times when we were up till past midnight. There were days when I would sleep off on my computer and wake up tomorrow and try and figure out, wait, where am I? What just happened? Where did we stop? How do I replay? It was crazy. But like they say, nothing grows in your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, if you stay with what you're used to, you'll keep doing what you have always done. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep being who you've always been. So the need to apply yourself and push and do something different, that is, if that's what you're looking for, Dr. Vivian is the go-to person. Her boot camp will shake you up, it will straighten you out, and it will put you on course. I think that one of the things, there's so many things, so many benefits, the fantastic people I met in the course of this. In fact, at some point, I think there's a bit of overlap. I'm like, wait, was that from the masterclass or was that from bootcamp? Like, it was all just so much, so much. I know that I'm going to be digesting it through the year. I can't tell you that I got everything because it was like a bombardment of information. There's a lot that you don't know. Wherever you are, whatever level you are at, I can guarantee you that there is a lot that you don't know. There's a lot you will still gain if you go through this process. So with the masterclass, with the bootcamp, fantastic, fantastic. I don't know whether Dr. Vivian will one day reveal to us what kind of steroids she's on, because the level of energy, the level of energy is out of this world, but you can just see her heart. You can see that she wants you to succeed. She wants to help you to get forward. She wants to help you to make it. She knows you can. And it's like sometimes all that you're going on is the belief that she has in you, because your own self, you don't even know where it is. Like, wait, but somebody's believing in you, and that's enough to keep you going. So it's just been amazing. One of the things that, among the many things, I would just point out maybe two or three that I benefited from the experience. Of course, I've mentioned the people, amazing people. You know, when you are growing, when you want to grow, you want to be among people who want to grow too. Otherwise, you'll have people pulling you back with their mindsets, with their ideologies. They'll be slowing you down, telling you what's the point. Don't worry about it. You're stressing you too. They do, you know. But when you want people who are also forward thinking, because it just motivates you, and in that environment, you will tend to grow. So that's one, the people. Two is the growth I experienced on LinkedIn. I think that it's one thing to post, right? But to be guided, and fortunately, I was going through two challenges at the same time, so you can't even begin to imagine. Who sent me? I would not recommend it to anybody to knowingly. I didn't knowingly get into that situation. I found myself there. Long story, but I
No,
don't,
I wanted when I saw it, I said, Jesus, this woman of God.
I don't
You
think
had just come
anybody
out from masterclass. You
knows.
had just come out from masterclass. Then you now went to two challenge at the same time. I say you didn't know
Oh
that the plans I had for the boot camp
my God, I
were
did
supposed to
not
spread to
know.
people.
Ah, so so I think that I just told myself, okay, wait, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Okay, that's a verse of scripture that's I is my go-to verse when I'm in distress, and it helped. But be that as it may, I think that the growth on LinkedIn, when you have a community, it really helps you because if it's only you. There's a singer I like to quote him. Two Face sings, "If to say not just me, I'll be living
Yeah.
like I don't care."
You see so well. My good, now I'm biased. God have mercy. We should wax an album. Thank God you're in
you
Abuja. Where should
know,
we
you
meet?
know.
Let me come
But
with
for
my three
real,
children.
if it was just me, if it's just you, even in your house, as a woman, if it's just you, you want to cook a meal, you're tired, you can just be like, you start to slice the vegetables, you be like, you know what, let's just leave it. Let me just make some noodles and go to bed, or I'll just take a drink, and because it's just you. But when you know there are people relying on you, you know that there are other people who are going to come home, who are going to be hungry, it pushes you. When you are in a community and you want to post and it's like, "Ugh, do I really have to?" And boom, like someone mentioned, Madam Olushola has posted, pow, Madam Opayemi has posted, like boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. Okay, no, no, I have to do something, you know? And so there was that. But what you don't realize is that the passive learning is you're creating a new habit. Habits are formed by repetitive action. And if you're always laid back, then you're in the habit of being laid back. It's just like when you start exercising, your muscles are going to complain. Everything in your body is going to say, no, we want to do what we're used to. But you stick with it, you get to a point where you're so used to exercising that your day doesn't feel right if you don't work out. It's 21 days. I thought we'll get to 20 days. I'll be like, thank God, I beg, I need a break. But what you find is happening for many of us, we've now developed a habit. And it's now like, no, I can't, you're in momentum, so you can't just stop, and you now want to keep going. And that's a beautiful thing. The last thing is that I'll mention is my YouTube experience. So I had a YouTube channel, but it wasn't really focused. There's so much I didn't know. I didn't know about thumbnails. I didn't know, hello, when it comes down to it, I'm from a pharmacist background, okay, so help me here. I'm not very tech and social media and all that was not my natural bent. I had to start learning, and I thought I knew quite a bit, but oh boy, this whole experience, I'm like, man, there's so much to know, and there's so much that you can do for yourself if you know what to do. So many of these things that she just demystifies so many things that are just like, hey, God, you just be sitting down watching some people's channels and be like, wow, this is so amazing. I just think it's something that is out there and you can't possibly ever get there. And then she just breaks it down and is like, no, this is how you do it, and this how, and when needed, she'll bring in resource people to teach us. And man, amazing. I'm sorry, I'm probably taking too long, but I was
No,
really
it's fine.
it was mind blowing, and I'm so, so grateful. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Anybody who's listening or who will listen, if you're looking for something to push you, to straighten you out, to get you on course, and to just help you to figure things out, this is definitely your next move. I think that this is it's just phenomenal. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. I hope you take a break, Sha, and get some, you know, strength before you move to the next batch again. Because man,
I said
well
that
done.
there's no peace for the wicked.
Oh dear, please don't be wicked.
No, there's no peace
You
for
are
the
not
wicked.
wicked. You're
No,
not.
no, there's no peace. I've told everybody there's no break anywhere. Oh. There's no break. We're already onboarding people for the. In fact, the good part is that some of the students are already worrying me. They're like, when is it? When are we going to start? I was like, that is exactly the spirit because, like we said, pretty much that's what life is essentially about, right? Having an opportunity to always give, and most times when you are pivoting, right? If you're right at I don't know how to say it, right at the brink, like if your foot is already in the door, there are certain things you need to pay attention to. Else, if you lose your steam, it's going to be hard to come up back. So for those who are asking, generally the regular habit cycle has been known to be 21 days for the longest. Everybody, scientists, it was proven, neuroscientists have come, they studied it, they said it, but somehow it has shifted a little bit. So that's why you find out that people who they talk about the 10,000 hour rule, and that 10,000 hour rule is, I think, is it when you break it down to doing probably, I think when someone is telling you probably 1 hour a day or what's the word now? So let's say a year. If you did 1 hour a day for a year, that's 365. So when are you going to have your 10,000 hours? So that's why you need there are certain seasons when you need to apply pressure. You won't do it all the time, right? You won't do it all the time. But once you have your foot in the door, you just need to lean in. And of course, like we said, my moves are pretty transparent. I put it up online. I don't hide it. Systems are very, very important for everybody who is hoping to pivot as well. Because if you stay back, it's not like there's anything wrong. Like I said, life will not forgive you, but then it's not like it's wrong. Let the best man win, right? I always tell that to myself. It's not even a thing of jealousy or anything. Is that if anybody puts in the energy, by all means, I celebrate you as well. So that's exactly where we need to be as well. So it's either you're putting in the energy or you have a system that is putting in the energy for you. But either way, there's a requirement to stand out. And for me, I believe that this is a season for me, especially because okay, since I still have some little babies running around, I can tell anybody why I'm not in what do they call it, the US now. It's because I'm taking care of kids, right? I'm just thinking that's what I can tell them. But then on the other side, I'm a founder and my business needs to stand out, especially because I've become super passionate about people. And God, to God, I don't even want to like that's how my dad used to say something when he wants to emphasize, he'll say to God. I just want to tell you guys that greatness is what you do. You know, I don't know how many people who watched Merlin when it used to air, right? I think it's over now. The season is over. You know about conjuring the smoke. You know when they say who conjured it, they said he conjured the smoke. Literally, that's how greatness is. It's something you work. So every intentionality, please, I'm just saying this because a lot of graduates, you'll be graduated, you have graduated today, you already have your certifications and all that. Anything that would make you not committed on this journey, whether personally to yourself or to what you're giving to the world, know that it's fighting you. It's fighting everything you're going to release. And for me, one thing I realize is that this generation has it easiest than it will ever be. Ever, ever, ever be. Look at us, we're all in our houses now, right? And I'm telling you that let's do this consistently for the next 2 3 years. I probably will be doing it like this behind the CNN news or behind just name anything, any platform you deem to be so big. I might be doing it at LinkedIn's office, not so it's simple. For me, I think it's fair when it comes to life. I think that's fair in the sense that if you make the sacrifice, the world should celebrate you, literally. So that's why I'm saying this again to everybody who is currently on this call and who will listen to it as well after now. Please, one of the things you need to do for yourself is to ensure that you are combusting every week. Every week. I can't tell you guys the sleepless nights, but I'm hoping that Literally, that's the only way you grow. Whether you are partnering with someone, whether you are working for someone, just make sure that your brain is working. You need at least a day of sleepless nights in a whole week, at least. Me, I don't know if I get up to, or I can go by 3 days just sleeping from morning to night. I can't do it anymore, right? But then I'm hoping that everybody who's currently on this call have a thinking time. The thing is this: the world will take you seriously based on how seriously you took yourself. So, of course, these are some of the masterclass cheat sheets. We're not going to expose everything here. But then, thank you so much, pharmacist Tolu, for coming on board, for your excellence. You didn't talk about your book, you didn't talk about what you do as well. So, because I would want people also to reach out to you to work with you.
Oh, hello.
Okay,
Sorry.
yes, your mic is on now. Yes, your mic is on.
Uh,
Yes, your mic is working.
Dr. Vivian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but your screen is a bit frozen, but your mic is on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, crystal clear.
Okay. Sorry, you asked me to say something and then I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, I said you didn't tell them what you do. You didn't tell everybody your
What I
achievements and
do.
what you do
Okay.
on LinkedIn. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm a pharmacist by training, right? But over the years I've realized, and I want to say this because I think it's important to use the opportunity to express this. For many people, especially from the part of the world that I come from, what tends to happen is that choices are made for you when it comes to career path. You choose because mommy and daddy said this is the way to go, or you choose because you passed a particular exam and everybody who passes beyond this score goes into this class, you know. So you just find that the choices are being made for you and life is just carrying you a certain direction. Somewhere along the line, you now start to discover that there's more to me. And for every one of us, no matter what it is that you are, there is more to you. Okay. So over the years, I started to realize that writing was one of the things that I did quite well. Speaking is another one. And somehow through time, I have been able to, God has blessed me with people that have helped me to start to hone those. And I'm not trying, I am now pushing those and seeing how God can help me to help other people through the things that He has already gifted me with. So, one of the things that I do is public speaking and then marriage coaching. Marriage is a very important thing. I'm saying this also because there are a lot of young people who are listening. If you make the wrong choices when it comes to marriage, it can mess you up. It can mess you up. If you choose the wrong partner, that can mess you up. And I'm not saying necessarily wrong partner, but if you make wrong choices around marriage, whether it is marrying for the wrong reasons, marrying the wrong person, marrying at the wrong time in your life, different things. Okay, so you need guidance. I think we need to understand that that is a very important part of our lives. So one of the things that has been very prominent recently is this book. I don't know if you can see it. This blurred thing has a way of distorting. I hope you can see it, but this is a book that my husband and I wrote. It's a novel. It's called Raging Waters, and it focuses on the themes of infidelity in marriage, as well as parenting, as well as mentorship and role modeling, just a lot of different angles of the marriage relationship. And it has proved to be more than just a novel. It's been a resource for a lot of people to discuss marriage, to learn some of the rudiments of what marriage requires and entails. And it's quite an amazing book. It became a bestseller in December on Amazon, no, in November, towards the end of November, on Amazon in 14 different categories across 4 countries. So that's very exciting. So I write children's books as well, specifically teaching. I think it's because Dr. Vivian doesn't seem to be around and talking this much. Okay, but
No, I'm
um,
back.
okay, she's back. Yeah, so I write a number of books as well. So those are some of the things I do. If you want support on your public speaking journey or in marriage and marriage coaching, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much, and back to you, Dr. Vivian.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you for being exceptional the way you are. I don't know. You made coaching so easy for me because it was more like an exchange of idea every single time, and then you didn't hold back with your feedbacks, and then literally you were a born implementer, if there's a word like that. Yes, I just curated it. It's a finished kit word. I mean, it was just super, super amazing to work with you from the masterclass down to the bootcamp. I don't know, tell me trust without telling me trust. So I knew that I had passed the test. In fact, a lot of your sets came from directly from the masterclass straight into the bootcamp. And then for me, like I said, for me, it's been a super honor. So if everyone who is currently on this live, I think we just have 5 minutes to go. I don't know where other members went to. Like I said, my phone switched off, so I couldn't even do some of those reminders I regularly do. But then I'm super excited to be here and to see everyone do well in their journeys. And one thing I noticed that most of you, every single person, the honor, the love, the support. I mean, I have a lot of pressure at home, a lot. I mean, pressure from my kids, pressure from the house, maybe setting it up. Like you all know, I don't have anybody living in with me. So all this ginger I'm doing is a ginger of, it's literally I'll be using my leg to be doing something else while I'm on the live, while I'm chatting. I remember, okay, yes, I'm supposed to inform you guys that we're having a meeting now and all that. But then for me, it's something I love to do. Anything to make sure that greatness is achieved by everyone. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I was born for. And I will not stop. I will not stop till everybody literally who comes in my circle sees what God made. I don't know how many people remember this movie, Something the Lord Made. And I think his name was Dr. Vivian, surprisingly. So you can as well just probably check that out if you've never watched it at all. Maybe you have a glimpse. And another thing is that he was a medical doctor. That's good. So I literally have a picture, right? So many people who have inspired excellence in my life as well. So for everybody who has watched with us so far, thank you so much. For all the people who are gonna be rewatching again, thank you so much for coming on board. And then I think some of our students were not able to make it. I don't know what happened. Like I said, my phone was switched off. I just hope that it wasn't the kids that was the challenge. But then I would want to appreciate everybody who is currently on board with us. Esther, the amazing writer. So we have two, three. In fact, all of you who are currently on the live are into writing. So that is powerhouse there. Yes. So like Esther, I'm looking forward to see you in the masterclass because there's something I want to do with you now that you have this ginger so that you don't lose it. And every other person. But then thank you so much, pharmacist Tolu, pharmacist Esther, and then my delectable communicator, public speaking writer, Rafa. So I'm so honored. So we're going to be ending this live soon. Normally, when we end the stream, it will just there's an outro already, so it won't be like an abrupt end. But everybody who is watching in from LinkedIn, from YouTube, thank you so much for joining us as well. Do well, of course, to register for the boot camp. Okay, register for the boot camp as early as you can because we will definitely close up soon because we need to. For me, I've made up my mind. I'm not about the numbers because I just want to change people's life. But of course, you guys will see me everywhere. I will look for numbers. I will enter DMs and many other funny things. But any amount of persons we have on ground, we just move with them because time will not wait for people's excellence, and I can't wait for the results as well. I'll say again, thank you so much, class of the first cohort of the year. So I don't know, class of January. I am so honored to have been a part of your life, and then I love and I celebrate you all. So in the next few minutes, I'll probably just give 1 minute. 1 minute, is it okay for everyone to just say something, and then we'll just end the live in 2 minutes. So we're gonna start with Rafa. Rafa, the mic is yours.
All right. I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for this platform. Thank you for curating the master class. It's really helpful. It will help push a lot of people into where they are supposed to be. So yes, like I said, I'm a writer and a writing growth strategist. So I help writers grow their craft. So if you're struggling in any area like that, you can call on me. My DM is always open for that. And I have a webinar coming up on my YouTube channel, Insights with Rafa, this Saturday at 8 p.m. It's just Insights with Rafa. And also, I have a writing community. It's called the Enlightened Writers Movement. So just to help writers write from a place of enlightenment. Thank you so much, Ma, for this opportunity to speak.
Awesome. Okay, so the next person can just go ahead and speak. Okay, so Esther, go ahead, please. Yes, go ahead, Esther. I can hear you. Please go ahead and speak. The mic is yours. Okay, Joseph, I can see your conversation there. You can just send me a DM right now, and then I'll send it across to you. You're welcome on board. Okay, so Esther, the mic is yours. You're muted. Okay, try attempt speaking because it's actually not muted from this end, but we can't hear you now. Okay, I think you're still muted. Okay, maybe I would just make an attempt on introducing Esther. Esther is such an amazing writer, right? She helps your website, and then of course your content, whether LinkedIn or on YouTube or on Facebook, she helps you rank really high on SEO. In fact, she has lots of classes on YouTube on how to rank high and how to curate your posts that will help you gain some form of visibility. Yes, that's the word. So I would want to honor Esther. I don't know, can you speak now? Because I've tried to introduce what I know so far about you. Is your mic still not able to work? Okay, so hey, we're already 1 minute late. Okay, so I am going to be giving pharmacists any 1 minute last word, and then we'll end the live stream.
All right. Thank you so much once again, Dr. Vivian. Just to say a big thank you to Dr. Vivian and to the Phoenix Gates and to everyone who has worked behind the scenes to make this happen. And to also say that please put in a vote for yourself. Get involved in the masterclass, get involved in the bootcamp. It will definitely help you. Okay. Follow me on YouTube, particularly on YouTube, because I'm really trying to grow my channel. So follow me on YouTube, Tolu Ekwe, Speak Life. You would see Speak Life there because I believe words are powerful and they speak life. So follow me. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Host most of your meetings there as well. Host most of your meetings there. One of the things I've also realized with YouTube is that when you do a direct, now this is me. That's 2 minutes past time. One of the things I've realized about YouTube is that they even give more visibility to people who just go live without a third party. I've tried it on my phone. I just did it was it for 10 minutes. I told you guys now during the last class. I did it for 10 minutes. I had 60 something people come in that were just moving from one place to the other. 60 something. So it actually shows that I don't know, maybe there's something the algorithm does to people who stream. I don't know why that happens, but then you might just want to leverage it. Some of those days you can just get a stand, put your phone on the stand, and just go do the direct because you can't do direct YouTube live from your laptop. You require a streaming. I don't know how to say that word now. You'd require a third party app that's StreamYard. But if you go from your phone, you can actually go from your phone and go live. And I realized that there are more people who will just jump, more random persons will just jump. They'll just be saying, "How are you? Who are you? Where are you coming from?" As just those funny things. But of course, you always have to set your own professional tone if you want to be known for. That's the challenge I was telling people. So for most people who go on those streams, maybe showing certain irrelevant things, at the end of the day they grow their channel, but those people will not engage in their content. So but then the goal is balance because now we know about personal branding. So even if you go live, set the tone of who you want to follow you, and that's essentially what's going to be happening. So good luck to everyone who is here. And then I'm hoping to hear a lot of good things. Of course, I'm always in your lives by force. So thank you for everybody watching. Thank you so much. I can see Ada, you were supposed to be backstage, but I think it's already super late now. We apologize for the 5 minute stretch already. But then thank you so much, everybody, for coming in Do have an amazing evening. Oh my God, my Facebook people missed this life. So bye everyone. Just turn on your mic and say bye bye because I'm about to end the stream in 4, 3.
Congratulations,
Bye
everybody.
bye. Good night.
Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its ashes, embodying renewal, strength, and transformation. This year, the Phoenix Gate Group has channeled its spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals worldwide. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, founder and lead coach, we have soared to new heights. Let's take a moment to celebrate the achievements, milestones, and impact of this past 4 months. In just 4 months, Phoenix Gate has strengthened its professional network of nearly 1,000 members. Together, we have reached over 30,000 professionals in the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. From LinkedIn sessions that drew nearly 1,000 attendees weekly to live events attended by 16,000 individuals, our reach and influence have been extraordinary. The hard work and dedication of the Phoenix Gate team have not gone unnoticed. This year, our community was honored with a prestigious Social Impact Award of the Year and recognized as the most impactful community of the year. These accolades reflect our unwavering commitment to driving positive change across global communities. Beyond career development, Phoenix Gate has made significant strides in public health. Collaborating with international and non-governmental organizations, we have led impactful medical campaigns and health education programs. The expertise of Dr. Magnus as a public health expert and Scrum Master has been instrumental in these successes. Are you struggling with your online visibility? Have you ever imagined that you could be a commanding influence and established as a thought leader in your industry? Are you focused or under pressure about an uncertain career future? How about landing your dream job opportunities? At Phoenix Gate, we have reached over 30,000 professionals and business leaders all over the world, breeding top leadership, global visibility, and excellence. We support, train, and set you on our platform to shine while showcasing your expertise to the world. As we reflect on this incredible journey, we are filled with gratitude of our members, partners, and supporters who have made this achievement possible. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network, it's a thriving community committed to growth, impact, and excellence. Here's to even a brighter future. We rise together.